Nnamdi Kanu's freedom at last, as Supreme Court finally deliver judgment in his favor, prepared to be released. My dear listeners, yes, it is a thing of joy that the judgment was in favor of Nnamdi Kanu yesterday. I agree with you, but I tell you that this very judgment is still not complete. This judgment is still not complete. Why? Reason being that the Fulani judge, the Fulani judge who denied Nnamdi Kanu his medical transfer, has not yet agreed for Nnamdi Kanu to leave that very detention. Has still not agreed for Nnamdi Kanu to leave that very detention. See, not until the declaration that Nnamdi Kanu, you are free to leave DSS prison, then you cannot say, okay, this judgment is complete. My dear listeners, I want to tell you that, in fact, blunder has been committed, not just now, but back then in 1967, in 1963, in 1960. The error has been committed. In fact, the error has been committed even here in Nigeria, in Lagos most especially. Look at what happened in Lagos. See what happened in Lagos. And this is exactly what Nnamdi Kanu has been warning Ndigbo about. That look, you guys should be wise. You guys should be wise. Even when Ojukwu came to Lagos, he said he went to International Trade Fair and he saw the edifice that Ndigbo were putting up. What did he do? He called Ndigbo Ewu goats. Why? Because he saw that Igbos has left their own homeland to invest in another man's land. Now, why am I trying to say what I'm saying? I'm trying to say what I'm saying because it is because of our stupidity that is making these criminals to be oppressing Nnamdi Kanu the way they like. I'm telling you, because if we have been so wise enough, if we have been so wise enough, we would have seen this coming and, stand by Nnamdi Kanu. You see, let me tell you something. The reason why these people are doing all of these things to leave Nnamdi Kanu in prison is because they know that Nnamdi Kanu have seen the truth. So they don't want Nnamdi Kanu to stop you. You and some other Igbos who are deaf ear, who are daft ears, who doesn't want to hear what Nnamdi Kanu is telling them. They don't want Nnamdi Kanu to come and stop them from, investing in their own homeland. They don't want Nnamdi Kanu to stop the flow of those resources in the southeast because they know that people like Nnamdi Kanu have seen the secret. And then criminals like Uzodinma, Umahi, Ugwuanyi, and all of those criminals in government, they keep standing in gap for this Fulani government, for this criminal government, supporting them. You see what I'm saying? I want to pay attention to this very video because a lot was said and a lot was revealed. Listen to what I will say here. Listen to what I will say here.
They have every opportunity to speak for your people, to speak for your region, the marginalization they have been doing to your people, and you refuse to talk. A day will come, you will regret it. And I believe that today somebody like Rocha to Korocha is regretting that, I wish they can return the clock backward. He will have corrected it. He did everything, all he thinking that he would be the one to succeed Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Your enemy, no matter how you try to plead your enemy, you are enemy to your enemy. If you like, cut your body, cut yourself, sell it to your enemy will not stay like you. Igbos are being hated in Nigeria. They are not welcome. They are not accepted, and that's why you can see somebody like Rube Abati was reminding the North that the civil war have not ended. Which I did not blame him, because what are keeping him short, they are working on the ground. Omowore came up and said it on national television that there is an agreement between the Yorubas and the Fulani Hausa that Igbo man will not become president of Nigeria. Up to today, the DSS, the EFCC, the rest of them have not called Omowore to provide evidence if it is lie. But just because Omowore called Bola Ahmed Tinubu criminal now, the DSS is doing everything, writing letter, writing Twitter for him to bring their account down. But somebody said there is a conspiracy, a whole tribe. Nobody in Nigeria. Is that the kind of country you still believe that Nigeria is for you? You must be deceiving yourself. And that's why every Igbo now should stand up and do the needful. I've said the time without number, when Nnamdi Kanus started this agitation, many Igbo looked that he's stupid. Many Igbo think that he doesn't do, but today it has done on there. Let me read it to you what happened in court. The Supreme Court of Nigeria have finally delivered judgment, and this is what this lawyer, Chidara said. The Supreme Court misled precedent and what constitutional law in Kanu case. I read. Lawyer and public advocate barrister Christopher Chidera has strongly condemned the Supreme Court ruling in the case of detaining leader of indigenous people of Biafra, which is IPOB. This is the same IPOB Buhari government proscribed as a terrorist organization. Even when the world have not any country in the world have accepted that IPOB is a terrorist. Today you can look at it now. This what is his name? This gentle Yahoo that they caught. IPOB have come out that is not among them. Samuel and they also told you it's not among them. Why are you now describing that these people are terrorists? How? Even if Buhari is dead, those boys, people like Malami who work with Buhari government, supposed to be stubborn. But today, I don't blame them, because Bola Ahmed Tinubu is almost trending the same thing Buhari government did. And that's why we are not shocked, because he said he's going to continue from where Buhari stopped. If not, what will Bola Ahmed Tinubu continue the trial of Nnamdi Kanu? What for? Knowing fully that Buhari kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya and brought him to Nigeria. Why? Because he felt that his people have been marginalized. Because he felt that Nigeria is not working. Because he felt that the British sold this country to Fulani men. For Fulani men to take over the country. And so this country cannot see the light of the day. What did he have to do is to call Nigeria government, come and conduct referendum in the southeast. If the majority people in the southeast said that we are good to be in Nigeria, so be it. But Nigeria government are shying away to it. All Buhari could do is to go and kidnap Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya and brought him to Nigeria. Now let me continue to the judgment of the court. In a statement issued on Wednesday, Chidera said the Supreme Court misled presented constitutional law in Kanu case. The lawyer emphasized on what he described as the irrelevance of what Tokunbo Asare versus federal government in 2007 to extraordinary intentions of Kanu, the illegality of reversing of this appeal court ruling that discharged Kanu in inviolability of non-derogable rights of Kanu and the overriding supremacy of the Constitution. General argued that the Supreme Court wrongly relied on Asare Tokunbo versus federal government proceeding in determining Kanu case. The fact that Nigeria state once succeeded in detaining Mojud Asare Tokunbo, a man with a little legal supplications on charge of what treasonable felony, does not mean it can apply the same good method to Nnamdi Kanu, a highly educated man, fully aware of his constitutional right and backed by a global defense curriculum. the lawyer stated. Now, these are the shenanigans that happen in Supreme Court. No, we are not. I'm no longer I'm not downcasted, or I did not believe the outcome of Supreme Court over this Nnamdi Kanu. I always know that our courtist of today, you might not accept it or not, is the highest bidder. And
hold on there. Thank you, my brother. No be smarting. You see, when the truth is told, when we begin to tell the truth, some person will say we are telling jacks, that we are telling rubbish, that we don't know what we are saying because they know that we are telling the truth. Now, look at the issue of Nnamdi Kanu as it has just been said. Nnamdi Kanu has been in this prison for 5 years now. Look at this criminal that you are seeing on your screen. This very criminal you see is a murderer, a kidnapper, a ransom taker. Yet, all of a sudden, just 3 days ago, Tinubu granted him amnesty. You see, make I tell you something. See, that you will be free as an Igbo, that you will be free from marginalization is in your hand. Is in your hand. Now you go decide that one, not be anybody. That you are going through what you are going through today, the pains you are going through today, that things are turning upside down for you today. Now you cause them. Look at Mandela's, as we speak now, Mandela got burnt. That was 4 days ago. If you are aware. Yes, in Lagos, Mandela got burnt. Nothing na ordinary. Now still them, let them plan them. So that is why we need to be wise. Push your resources to the southeast. Push your resources to where it's supposed to be. Stop pulling it here. Stop pulling it here. I'm telling you, stop pulling it here. So, my dear people, everything being equal, the judgment given to Nnamdi Kanu is not complete. Yet, yes, I agree it's a victory. But to me, it's not yet complete. Not until Nnamdi Kanu is declared free and acquitted from that DSS prison, then I will not agree. Not be only for medical check-up. Thank you.